Tonight I'm surviving by this jungle river, and I brought no food. If I don't catch dinner, I don't eat. This looks peaceful, but it's a problem. Water, weather, and night all hit different near a river. My whole plan depends on time. Shelter first, then safe water, then I hunt food from the river. No crew, no help, just decisions. If I waste daylight, the river becomes a risk instead of a resource. I'm already racing the clock. Before the light drops, I need a base that keeps me dry and stable. Riverbanks look easy, but they're slippery, unstable, and full of surprises. I'm moving carefully. And once it gets dark, every sound gets louder, especially near moving water. I'm not camping right on the edge. I want a higher, safer line, close enough to use the river, far enough to avoid trouble. My gear is simple: safety, light, water treatment, shelter setup, and a way to try for food. This is the kind of place that humbles you fast. The only way through is structure and calm. All right, first objective, build a base before the river air turns cold and the sky turns black. Let's lock the plan. Shelter, warmth, water, then fishing, before night forces my hand. I'm choosing higher ground above the river line. If weather changes, I don't want water creeping into camp. I want firm ground, not soft mud. Soft ground becomes a problem the second things get wet. I'm also checking overhead hazards. Near rivers, wind funnels through trees and shakes loose dead limbs. I keep my base tight. Tight base means fewer mistakes and faster access when something goes wrong. Safety tools stay on me. If I need them, I don't want to be searching in the dark. Beat, click. This is the trade-off. A little walk to the water, but a much safer sleep spot. First task, clean ground. Comfort isn't luxury, it's reducing risk when you're exhausted. I'm creating zones: sleep zone, tool zone, water zone. Order is survival. Near water, night gets colder and louder. So I'm preparing for that reality, not the fantasy. Light is dropping, I'm done scouting, now it's build time. Structure first. If structure is weak, everything I add later is wasted effort. All right, shelter goes up now. I want a roof before I want anything else. Knife stays controlled. It's a tool, not a flex, because one bad cut out here changes everything. Rope is my structure shortcut. It lets me build faster and cleaner with less energy. Light equals control. Once I lose daylight, this becomes my world. I treat every drop. The river can look clean and still make you sick. Warmth matters near water. I'm planning for temperature drop and damp air. First aid has non-negotiable. I'd rather carry it than need it. And this is my dinner plan if it works. If it doesn't, I'm sleeping hungry. Come on, just one bite. I protect my hands. If my hands fail, everything fails. Everything goes back to the same spot. Night is not the time for chaos. This is my control zone. I work here, I rest here, and I don't wander once it's dark. All right, less talk, more work. I need that shelter up before the light disappears. Shelter first, then I earn the right to fish. I'm clearing the footprint so I don't sleep on sharp debris or wake up fighting discomfort. I'm anchoring strong points first. A stable frame makes everything else easier. I'm gathering coverage like it's currency, because near a river, moisture's relentless. This is the grind, but every layer I add is insurance against wind and rain. I want it tight. Gaps steal warmth, and warmth equals energy I can't have. I stop and check angles. If water runs the wrong way, I'll pay for it at night. Ground insulation is huge. The river air is cool, and the ground will pull heat all night. Rustle up a thick layer right here. This will keep you warm. This is simple but workable. I don't need perfect, I need dependable. Breath. From above, it's small, but down here, it's the difference between misery and survival. Light is fading fast. I'm moving to warmth next and west so I don't lose momentum. Near water, dryness is rare. I'm collecting anything that feels light, crisp, and protected. I set a clean fire area. Fire is helpful, but only if it stays controlled. This is where humidity fights you, and so I stay patient to protect my progress. There it is, light. That instantly changes everything. Warmth, visibility, and morale. I'm keeping it steady. Big flames look cool, but steady heat is what I need. This tiny fire is my anchor in a huge jungle. It's my center point. Now I secure safe water. The river is right there, but safety comes with convenience. But cap, twist, secures. I'm moving carefully on the bank. Slips and injuries happen fast around water. I collect what I need and I leave. I don't linger down here as the light that drops. Back to base. Routine reduces risk, and I want routine before darkness. I treat every drop. Clean-looking water is not proof of safe water. That's relief. Hydration keeps my head clear, clarity keeps me alive. All right, shelter, warmth, water are handled. Now I go earn dinner. This is the risky part, leaving camp near dark. I'm keeping it fast and focused. I'm reading the water. If I rush, I waste time. If I stay calm, I get a real chance. I pick stable footing. One slip ruins the mission and turns fishing into a rescue problem. All right, this is the moment. If it works, I eat. If it doesn't, I adapt. Waiting is harder than work. Your brain wants results right now, but nature doesn't care. Okay, something touched it. That's either luck or river messing with me. I'm staying calm. Panic is how you lose gear and waste the last light. All right, no win yet. That's reality. So I adjust my plan instead of forefoot fan. I'm changing position. Same mission, smarter approach, because time is disappearing. This is my last good window for it if it's truly dark. I need something bad happen. Oh, there it is. That's real. I'm staying controlled, not yanking like an idiot. Okay, either I got dinner, or the river just taught me a lesson. Either way, I go back now. Back to base. I don't chase winds into darkness. Darkness is where mistakes get expensive. Tonight's meal is simple. The goal is warm calories and steady energy, not a perfect dinner. Heat means comfort, and comfort means better decisions. That's how you survive the long night. Not a restaurant meal, but it's fuel. And right now, fuel is everything. I clean up immediately. Near a river, smells travel, and I'm not inviting attention. Bag tie. Water stays within reach. I don't want to get up at night and start wandering. All right, night mode. The river gets louder and the jungle gets closer. This is the psychological part. The darkness makes everything feel bigger than it is. I'm listening for changes, because near Wawa, you hear a lot, but not all of it matters. Everything stays in the same spot. If I need something fast, I want zero thinking. Zip. There's that sound out there. It's constant. The trick is not letting your mind turn it into fear. I'm resting lightly. I'm conserving energy until the sky starts to shift again. I scan slowly. Fast movement makes noise, and noise can invite curiosity. Okay, something moved. I'm not chasing it, I'm staying still and staying smart. Fire stays steady. If I lose warmth near the river, the night gets uncomfortable fast. Wind is shifting. That's usually the warning before weather changes. And there it is, rain. Near a river, rain can change the whole situation. If this rain kills my fire, I lose my anchor. So I act fast, calm, not frantic. Problem, rain. Action, reinforce my roof and protect my dry zone before everything soaks through. This is the real test, not the build. Staying dry enough to stay functional. This rain is relentless. I protect the basics first: water, light, first aid. Everything else can be uncomfortable. Okay, fire is stable again. That's a win. Now I hold steady and conserve energy. Near the river, sound bounces. Your brain tries to scare you. I'm not feeding it. Breath. More movement. I stay still, I listen, and I don't create drama by overreacting. Hydration, warmth, routine. That's my anti-panic formula. Panic is the real enemy. These soul acts keep the fear at bay. Now, to build the fire higher for the night. The rain is easing up. Out here, small wins stack into survival. I do a quick self-check. In stress, you miss injuries until they become big problems. This is the mental grind. You don't beat the jungle, you outlast it with discipline. That faint shift in the sky, that's the moment you know the night is almost done. I'm exhausted, but I'm okay. And that's the only scoreboard that matters out here. Now I transition to recovery, pack clean, check gear, and reset my energy. From above, it looks peaceful again. But I know what it felt like down there all night. The river gave me water, and it challenged me for food. That's the deal out here. I'm leaving this area clean. The goal is survival, not damage. This base did its job. It kept me stable when the weather tried to change the rules. All right, daylight is back. Now we finish strong and take the lesson home. Morning is a reset button. Everything looks less threatening the second you can see clearly. That view is unreal. And it's wild knowing I spent the night right next to all that moving water. The biggest lesson: build a safe base first. Safe base next to diabetes is here. Second lesson: safe food water isn't optional. It's the foundation of everything. Third lesson: warmth is energy. Energy is decision-making, and decision-making is survival. And food? Food is a bonus that you work for, without letting hunger push you into dumb risks. This was real. Limited time, wet air, loud nights, and staying calm when your brain wants to panic. If you want episode 3, I'll take this deeper. Harder terrain, bigger challenges, smarter strategy. Next time, I'm going further downriver to find a better fishing spot and push the challenge harder. I made it through the night, and I'm leaving with lessons, because about survival really is. If you watch this far, you're part of the journey. Drop a comment: shelter, water, or fire. What comes first for you? Subscribe for the next one. Episode 3 is going to be bigger, louder, and even more real.